Hey everyone, we've got about 3 minutes till the stream starts properly, but I'm here, I'm ready. I've got a cup of tea and I thought we could do some highs and some hellos before we begin with the GBG. How's everyone doing? It's good to see so many people hanging out in the chat. Hey Ayoza, hey Arch, hey Unknown Entity, Topat, Alex, good to see you. Lost Carrot, hey. Hey newbie. Silver Sharp. How you doing? What kind of tea? Just a black tea with a little bit of milk. It's actually like a... I guess like a... Darjeeling and Russian caravan mix? I think. Well, congrats Top Hat. Hey Lock. Hey Tanuki Tunes. Yeah, I agree Silver Shop. I'd go between having tea with a little drop of milk and having tea black. Depending on the day. Hey Kool-Aid, how you doing? Ah, cool. AOGH, I recognize that name. Gamemations, hi. Azor Kyle, hello. Lots of familiar names in chat today. We've got some good games lined up. Ahmed says, who else thinks GBG is the best Switch game? Wow, tall order. I think I might agree. Or, well, at least the best game this year. Jacob says, I love milk. That's good. Good for your bones. Oh, look at this. We've got the celebration music to bring us in. Hey GM, hey Curb. I'm doing good, Alex, thank you. Yeah, busy day. I'm ready to enjoy playing through some of your games. Hi Snowmouse, great name. Alright, well, that's too perfect of a song to not end on, so let's get the stream started. I've still got a little bit of tea to drink, but that's okay. Let's move over to... the Switch. There we go. It took me a moment to find the right thing. Arch says GBG could be in the top 10 if it gets more updates. Fingers crossed. That guy says, can I show my ID in chat? If you're talking about your creator ID, it will likely be auto-blocked by YouTube. If I spot it, I will allow it through. But if you're asking about having it submitted to be played on stream, there's a pinned comment that will talk you through everything you need to know. Hey boy, good to see you again. Okay, so one little interesting thing is that I, thanks to my brother, now have wired internet going into my Switch. So that's a great update. I will no longer have to do the midstream scramble to go and find Wi-Fi. The Coma Nomad asks, what's your favorite Nodon design? Mine's probably the World Nodon. The World Nodon's great. Yeah, I really like the World Nodon. Something great about the Object Nodon, just in terms of the reliable quality, the reliability. It feels like a trustworthy Nodon. Oh, great! That's really good to hear, Arch. Arch says that GBG is selling well in Japan. Unknown Entity asks, did you solve Mousey's bouncing collision issue? I believe so, yes. It was to do with the number of objects that I had connected up to the UFO entity and also the connection types that I was using. But we can have a look later in the stream because I plan on doing a little bit of work on Mousey's. Yes, wormhole nodons are the best. I've only just begun implementing them into my code. All right, let's get started. Seems like everybody's here. Zaylin, yes, I will be working on Mousey's Cheese Maze later in the stream. Papa asks, how do you use backgrounds? In what sense, sorry? Mr. Beast, I will, you know what I'll do? After this stream, I'll post my friend code in the Discord. I don't want to bring it up on stream, but I'm happy to post it in the Discord, so keep an eye out for that. Neither Kool-Aid. As he is not a war veteran or a war criminal. Okay, let's get going. No, not here. Free program. Oh, I need to bring up my list of games. Bear with me 1 second. That was what I was meant to do before the stream started. I've got them all here and all ready. So which one do I need to refer to first? Roblox. We're beginning our GBG stream with some Roblox. This was created by Brutus and submitted to the Discord. The description is a fully animated Roblox with an obstacle course and working checkpoints. There we go. There's the code. Let's get started. Alright, that's a Roblox. Ooh, it's like a physics-driven character. Wow, with animated legs and arms. He's quite wobbly. He's like a jelly man. I don't have Monster Hunter eyes, no. Yeah, this really looks like him. Colors are perfect. I don't know what the characters are in Roblox are called. Is there a name for... Oh. Oof. Wow, that's a big jump. Okay. We're off to a typical start here. I mean, obbies are tough. Especially for me. We've got checkpoints though, which is going to be very encouraging. So when I make it over here, oh, I can feel good. Safe and sound in the knowledge that I've made it to the next checkpoint. There is no name. Ah, okay. Oh, look how springy I am. Nice. Next checkpoint. We did it. Okay, slow and steady. Cross your fingers for me, chat. I'm gonna need it. This has got a very sort of total wipeout Kesh's Castle vibe right now. With the big vibrantly coloured obstacles. Okay, now I presumed over there that the red ones were hazards, but I'm guessing I'm okay, yeah, alright. Oh, they've got no collision, nice! Hi Dylan. Okay. I see lots of crossed fingers in chat. Oh, cross them harder! So, middle, left, and then shall we guess it's right? The control is actually really nice on the character. The bounciness doesn't affect your jump. It makes turning look a little bit strange, but the responsiveness is good. I suppose because they're not actually determining the rotation of the player character underneath. There we go. Success. Oh, they are called Robloxians. Nice. Alright, let's bring that up. Oh, I feel good. I feel like that's a really promising sign for the start of the stream. I actually managed to finish a platformer. And I think it was because everybody was crossing their fingers. I can see Comfy putting lots of crossed fingers in there. I got an okay from Jacob. I think I've done Jacob proud. Yeah, you can make your own 3D models, like we saw in the Nintendogs plus Garage game. You can do it. you need to get creative with the connections and stuff, but it's definitely possible. Boy, yes, please do show me your game. Look at the pinned comment on the chat, and that should take you to the Discord where you'll be able to submit it. Okay, moving on. Great work, Brutus. That was wonderful. We're moving on now to a game called Foreground to Background, which I think is a really cool name. And the description for this is, you're able to teleport to the background and to the foreground to complete puzzles. Nice. Difficulty easy. When I'm in Discord, where do I post it? There should be one called Creation Codes or Game Sharing. I forget what name I changed it to. Yeah. The channel on the left called Game Sharing or Creation Codes. Alright, so we've got B to jump. Oops. Oh. Okay, hang on, wait. That was L. Use L to teleport to the background. Oh, keep in mind it's reversed. Aha! Okay, got it. I thought I had it. Oh man, sorry, I'm having some trouble with the controls here. Let me get it right. There we go. So, yep, alright, got it. I'm gonna have to jump over these aliens. Okay, nice! It's got some foreground, background, just as the title suggested. Big Apple. I'm a big fan of the evening skybox. Okay, got a nice physics platform. There we go. Now, it's telling me to press R. Oh, that was scary. Alright. That was a bit nerve-wracking. Big jump. Here. Oh. No, we're right back to the start. The speedrun it. Yeah, I love this foreground background mechanic. Sweep. I almost overshot it. There we go. Yes, nice. Wow, speed boosts. Ooh. Okay, made it. No. Oh, interesting. I could kind of cheese it by flipping back and forth really fast until that happens. Gives you a little bit of extra air. I'm gonna have one more go. This is quite a long level. Definitely could be some really cool things done with this. Yeah, I agree. Ooh, cookie cutter game. Nice. Man, that's so scary. Oh, it pushed me over. Oh, okay. Well, let's have a quick look at the code, see how far we got along. Okay, I think we got to here, didn't we? Oh, that's so close to the end as well. Moving obstacles here along the X, moving along the Z. And there we had it, the treasure chest at the end. Cool. Alright. Bring up the code for this. So that was Triggered7, the creator who posted this to Discord. Very nice. I love that mechanic. I haven't yet seen anyone else using that. Teleporting in the foreground and background. Really nice. Okay, moving on. So we have here a level called Shackled. So this is a level that the programmer Ren S has been working on for quite a while, and posting updates on the Discord in the work in progress channel, and it is stunning, really stunning looking. It's described as a short demo / visual showcase of GBG's upcoming horror game Shackled, and it's described as being an early alpha. So really what we're seeing here is a demonstration of the art and the graphics. Look at this. So nice. So I know about the chains because there was a GIF posted about this. Look, they have collision, they have physics, they have a sound effect. Got rain outside the window, it's so atmospheric. Animated torches. Big old door. Teleports us into the main part of the castle. One of the pillars here has fallen beside the door. Yeah, this is astounding. Some crates here. Perhaps at some point we'll need them in a puzzle. Cobwebs. I just love how much detail has gone into everything. How many nodons does this have? Good question. Only 347 out of 512. And only 277 connections. Really nicely optimized. I was thinking about this staircase and how much work must have gone into that. I guess it's a repeating texture, but of course it's going to be plenty of different object blocks. Some glass. Look at the specularity on the glass. I mean, I know it's just to do with the different materials, but it works so well, and the light from the window shines over here. You can see the other side of the stairs. Lots of lights, effect nodons being used for lights on windows and stuff. We can hear the chandelier above us and the thunder in the background. What a great start! What a really wonderful showcase. I'm excited to continue playing this when it's ready. Do some parkour while we're taking one last look around. Beautiful. Sliding down the rail. Alright. Let's finish up by admiring this rug. Okay. I'll bring up the code for this. Oh, Ren-S is in the chat. I didn't realize. Hey, thanks so much for sharing this. It was so fun after watching it for watching your development over the last few days. Then to finally play it felt wonderful. Okay, be sure to check out Ren-S's programmer page when the next section of this is released. Okay, let's move on to the next game, which is called Flappy UFO. No description given for this one, but I love the name. I feel like I can guess some degree of how this will operate. This was created by Hunter X and submitted on the Discord. Here's the code for it. Okay. Yep. Yep, that's Flappy Bird. So I'm tapping A on the right Joy-Con, or sorry, B on the right Joy-Con to move up. I automatically go down. Nice. So it looks like the scoring isn't implemented yet, but the movement's all working. And the yellow UFO works as a perfect substitute for the bird. Ooh. I kind of never really thought about the fact that Flappy Bird has the pipes from Mario in it. Kind of wild, isn't it? They're just the pipes from Mario. In the real game, I mean. And they've obviously been faithfully recreated here. There we go. Flappy Bird UFO, work in progress by Hunter X. Jacob says, where is the bird sprite? Well, it's Flappy UFO, you see. It's got a Flappy UFO instead of a Flappy Bird. Just as a reminder, I see a few people putting codes in chat. It may be that you're sharing them amongst viewers, but if you want it to appear on stream, make sure to submit it to the Creation Codes channel on our Discord. Alright, moving on now to Super Cool World. A very short platformer with some cool mechanics. Where is it? Super Cool World. There it is. This was made by Kirby. It's really funny, we have a game by Kirby, and then immediately after we have a game by Curb. Just a nice coincidence. Alright. This is a platformer, but it is described as being easy, so I might have a chance. Press B to jump. Can do. Press Y to punch. Nice. ZL to kick. Nice. I love the texture applied to the kick block. Falling platforms. Okay, gotta be speedy. Nice. Nice. ZR to drill. Alright, we're really getting some fancy mechanics here. Punch through that one. Let's get some more falling platforms here. I really like the way that I've been taught the the different kind of obstacles. I know that the crates need to be punched. I know the foot block needs to be kicked. I know the blue platforms are going to fall. Really nice way to introduce those things. Error, next stage not downloading. We've also got an error message for letting us know that we don't have the next stage downloaded. My understanding is that it's not ready yet, but that's a great thing to have to remind people that the reason that you're not moving to the next stage is because you need to download all of the stages you want to play through. Really neat idea to give people an error message. Let's have a look to see how that... so what... what's this connected up to? E? Where is E being fed from? This K, can we find it? Oh, it's down here. So you break the apple, and after 1 second, the swap game node on comes up. I suppose if the swap game node on doesn't activate, there'll be a 30-second delay where it will play the tragic jingles sound, push to E, and that will generate the text box that says error, not stage not downloaded. Hey, Super Nerd Nathan! Great to see you. Super Nerd Nathan says, last stream I watched, you had 8 viewers. I know. It's incredible. People are very excited for Game Builder. There you go. What year did I get my Switch? Asks Mr. Beast. What year did the Switch come out? I got it very early. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was in the first week that it launched. I managed to get a hold of one. I think that's the first time in... It's probably the first time since the Wii that I bought a console on launch. I don't have an Xbox, I don't have a PlayStation. I either play Switch or PC. Scribs asks, how do you break fancy objects? You can have, for example, in the person node on, if you were using a person, in the destructible, tab, you can select the name of the fancy object and have it be able to break it. Switch was released in 2017, so yeah, I would have had it first week. Thank you very much, Zaylin, that's very kind. Okay, let's move on now to... Okay, so I'm going to put a disclaimer with this one. This game was submitted by Curb, and I was debating not showing this one on stream, because it's a little bit rude, you guys. But it was creative enough that I thought I'd show it. I'll let you read the name. Iken Has Good Games says, I bought the GameCube at launch. Nice. So, there's the game. I gave it a try. And I think it is kind of novel, actually. But probably won't be showing them in future. Let's give it a go. So, you immediately spawn a bunch of brown orbs that have collision, and they can help you get over obstacles. We're going to jump over this giant shark, and we're on limited time to make it to the bathroom. We did it! So there we go. Thank you very much, Curb. CookieBird34 says, instant 10 out of 10. Ooh, good question, Scribs. I would probably do that. So Scribs in chat asks, how would you make it so that when you jump on enemies, you kill the fancy object, but only when you jump on it? So I would probably make it so that you don't have collision with the fancy object necessarily. Alright, Jacob, I'm gonna have to time you out. I really don't think it's appropriate to speak badly about other people's games. I really hope when you come back you'll be a little bit more you know, considerate of other people's work. Hey, Curbs in chat. Good to see you. Actually, there is a timer. Yes, so I played it before the stream to make sure it wasn't going to be too inappropriate. And the first time I played, it did time out. Yeah, I had it reset on me. It was very, very fun. Sorry, I was answering Scribs' question. So yeah, like, if you had it so that you're actually making collision with another thing above the enemy, and that triggers the destruction of the object, that could work. I know that's not super complete a description, but it's probably a bit too in-depth to go into on the stream. Alright, let's move on now to one that I think is a brand new game, but it's based on a concept we've seen before. This one here was made by David and submitted to the Discord, and the description is a simulation of a Joy-Con drift with delayed jump. Super Nerd Nathan asks, are you going to play Roblox? As in the GBG Roblox claim, we played it at the beginning of the stream, but in terms of real Roblox, probably not. Oh my goodness, Kirby Super is also in chat and says, it's funny that there's a Curb and a Kirby and both made the game and are both in chat. Would you ever consider trying out Smile Basic 4 on the Switch? Possibly, yeah. I have dabbled with quite a few different you know, game making programs, and I usually find them a little bit overwhelming. Part of the thing that I love about things like GBG and things like WarioWare is that because of the limitations, you have to think creatively and you have to accept that you're not going to be able to make the most amazing and complete thing ever. And often that makes me come up with ideas that are far more fun than I would if I had a far more powerful tool set. But those programs were great. It's just more of a thing for me. You can definitely destroy fancy object scribs. I'm like 95% certain you can destroy fancy objects. In fact, I've done it in one of my games. Okay, let's play Joy-Con Drift Sim. Okay, yep, so we're running to the right. Where's the jump? Oh! Wait. How delayed is the jump? I can't even work out which button jump is because of the delay. Yeah, let's look in the... I've never used an if face up node on before. Oh, it's referring to the direction of the Joy-Con. Ah, nice. 4 seconds on the Y button. Man, that is a lot of delay. Nice. Joy-Con Drift Sim. As mentioned on a stream, a couple of streams back, I don't know whether it was a coincidence or not. I know that we had the previous Joy-Con Drift Simulator there as well. Thanks a lot, David, for submitting that. Hey, Suspicious Duck, good to see you. Alright, let's move on now to Pac-Man First Person version 1. Bring up the code for everyone. This was created by YoshiGod85 and submitted to the Discord. No description, but it's described as being easy. Okay, ooh. Alright, we've got neon objects. And first person action. So we did have a Pac-Man style time trial game yesterday. So now we're experiencing a similar sort of setup in a different perspective. Can you imagine how scary it would be if we came across the ghosts in this view? Claustrophobia out of 10, says Norman G. Yeah, imagine if the walls... Ooh. Where are we? Scary. Imagine if the walls extended upwards, it would be even more claustrophobic. I've done this in such a scattershot way that I don't know whether I'll be able to find all the orbs. Let's give it a go. Let's work our way around the outside first. Ooh. That was weird. Ooh, whoa. Why is that happening? Okay. Maybe that was the ghost. Maybe they are invisible and they're here. I'm going to try my very best to get all the orbs, but... like I said before, I did it in such a random way. I really like Pac-Man. It still holds up. Super simple. I think the responsiveness of the controls really help. You can kind of preload your directions, can't you? You can hold down the joystick left, and next time you get to a left branch in the path, you'll move. Also, just the eating mechanic is so satisfying when you capture the ghosts. I think that might be all of them. Hey, that guy. I'm sorry that you're bored. Nobody's forcing you to watch, or at least I don't think so. Nobody should be forcing you to watch. So feel free to come back another time if you'd like. Oh, there we go. That was the last one. Nice. Very cool. I love how that looks. The status of this one is described as work in progress. So I'd love to see what comes next for Pac-Man First Person. Created by YoshiGod85. Hey Ramona, good to see you. Dylan asks, how do I make a game save feature? So this is something that a lot of people were asking about before the game came out, and basically the answer that I've found so far would be to send a little bit of code via the game swap node on. You can send a value there. So if you output a value that was, say, your score in level 1, you could send that code to level 2, and then you'll begin that level with that value. That could definitely work as a sort of save system. BitBros asks, when is rat game time? You mean rat race? It'll be coming up fairly shortly on the list. Okay, let's move on now to another sort of meta game. We had Joy-Con Drift Sim previously. Here we have one called Dock the Switch, version 1.1. This was created by Blue and is described as attempt to dock the Switch using the bad controls. Alright, let's give it a go. I'm ready for the bad controls. Arch also says, how about old school passwords as a way of saving things? Yeah, another great way of doing it. So at the end of the level, it would generate a password for you, which could be inputted in the next one. That'd be perfect. Or even in the same level, I suppose, if you're returning to the same level. Whoa, Ramona, that sounds great. Ramona says, I'm making an Echo the Dolphin style game right now. I can't wait. I mean, no rush to post it, but once you do, I'll be keen to try it out. Okay, use the sticks. L. Oh, we've got some 0G switch action here. Okay. Alright. This is gonna be tough. Let's retry. So I mean, I'm guessing if I just go straight down. Oh no, I'm in front of the dock. Okay. Send it back at the same speed. I think this is what they do on the International Space Station when they're playing their Switch. See, we wouldn't have this problem if we had a Wii U. Difficulty easy, yeah, right. This is accurate to me trying to dock the Switch. I'm so scared I'm going to scratch the screen every time I every time I go to dock it. So L and R bring the Switch forward in space, with ZL and ZR spinning it backwards. But there's also rotation, so it's really tough. There we go. Stay there. Yes! Perfect. Just as Nintendo intended. Intended. Alright. Yeah, this feels like a WarioWare minigame. It's really cool. Nice. It would be such a wonderful final touch if it did the switch click, you know, the as you get it into the dock. It would make moments like this even funnier. Arch asks, third party dock? I think it must be. Ramona says, I must start docking my Switch like that. I can't recommend it. Please don't. Alright. That was Dock the Switch version 1.1. Next up, we have a game created by GameOver405, or I should say, created by GameOver405 and their wife. It was made in one day, and it's kind of difficult. It is a game called... Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. Let's go on to Boogie Frenzy Rhythm first, created by Rugboat. I apologize, I skipped one here. Dylan asks, what's the Discord link? It should be a pinned comment at the top of your chat. It's also in the description of most videos. Suspicious Duck says, level 1, dock the switch. Level 2, snap on the left Joy-Con. Level 3, final, snap on the right Joy-Con with drift. Alright, so let's give Boogie Frenzy Rhythm a try by Rugboat. I'm guessing it's going to be a rhythm game, but there was... Okay, let's go again. Wow, that's fast. So this is like this I guess is designed to be played in vertical. Because we've got the little man on its side. And we've got little dancing people. Oh man, I can't even get past the third note. Perseverance is the key here, I think. I think I got to the fourth note there. Yeah, that's tough. Super tough. I bet there's some rhythm game aficionados out there that are like, ugh, this is easy. This is baby mode. I've not yet seen a game that is designed to be played in vertical. That's a neat idea. Oh, hang on. Let me try something. Okay, one sec. Can I just tap? Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Can I tap those points? Because that would be even cooler. Okay. They should... Rugboat, if you're watching, you should see if you can get tap to work on these buttons, because that would be really fun. Hold the buttons, cheat. Okay, let's give it a try. Nice. Look at that. I'm a pro. Top Hat says it's like Rhythm Heaven. It's designed to play on its side. Yeah, that's a really good point. I'd forgotten that you play Rhythm Heaven on its side. Ah, Suspicious Duck says, wait, there's obstacles you can't hit or you lose. Yeah, like a true high-end rhythm game, like a true high challenge rhythm game, I should say. Nicely done. Let's bring up the code again. Top Hat, you're very welcome to put the code in chat if you're looking for viewers to watch, but if you want to submit it for the stream, refer back to the pinned comment. Okay, let's move on now. As I was mentioning before, this game was made by Game Over 405 and their wife. It is called Weaseless Pop Goes the Weasel, which is a very funny name. Look at that thumbnail too. That's a alluring thumbnail. Okay, let's give it a go. Ooh, I'm the balloon. L to float down, R to float up. Nice. I guess like low grav is on me. Ooh, got popped. Okay, I'll avoid those. I probably want to avoid those balls too. Oh, one hit me from behind. Can I squeeze it? No, okay, the floor is lava. I'm just gonna have to be speedy here. Go, 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 go. Not too fast though. Oh, that's a tight gap there. Speed, 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 speed. Speed, 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 speed. I guess I should have gone straight. Oh, I'm gonna get popped. Yep. It's a very cool mechanic. Yeah, I agree, Curb. Okay. Yes, alright. Oh no, what do I do here? Oh, cruel. See if there's... Oh. Yeah, that just goes back around that way. I like that I have to keep pushing it back down. Keeps me on my toes. I guess I've got to squeeze it. Is it possible? Yes. All right. We're on to something. Next stage. Oh my goodness. Ooh, Bob's working on a Hotline Miami-like. Interesting. I'll give it a try when it's ready. I think all of these are going to destroy me, right? But I suppose the particle effect isn't going to hurt me. Yeah, okay. It's more scary than it is dangerous. I've just realized, was I supposed to be collecting these orbs? Because the counter is still showing 0. I guess I have to collect each one in each area? Huh. I guess I just bumped into the floor before and assumed that it killed me. Alright then. Let's head back. Okay, brave it through these again. Nice. I can see one over here. I've noticed that the blocks hitting the ceiling are making a sound that's really in rhythm with the music. Oh, I put my butt on that one. Flappy Bird in 3D, says Mr. Flame. Yeah, essentially. Okay, I should be a pro at this section now, but I'm not feeling confident, to be honest. There we go. That was interesting. I think I was alive for a few seconds after I technically popped there. Oh, when you die, does it reset the orbs? Ah. Oh well. This will be an occasion where I leave it for you to finish it off. Let's have a look at the code briefly. Hi, Javier. Nice, tidy code. Yep, got the player here. Lots of wormhole node on. Very nice. What's that? Oh, the launch object. Cool, looking good. I'll bring the code up for that one again. Oops. There we go. I always feel so guilty when I load up a game with beautiful code or beautiful programming screen, and I think about my spindly messes at the moment. Just wires everywhere. Hey Dallas, good to see you. Nice. UE4 is incredibly powerful. Okay, so that was Weaselous Pop Goes the Weasel. Incredible name for a very fun little game. I do remember the Mousey Easter egg, Jacob. Okay, so now we have a update to a stage we played yesterday. This is created by GM Taco Dog 910, who is definitely in the chat. So be sure to say hello. Here's the code for it. Apocalyptic Hero 2. So this was a kind of first-person shooter. And I'm guessing this is either a second stage or a sequel to that. Let's give it a go. Ooh. Okay. Dead L to zoom in. Ooh, we have a sort of aim down sights mechanic. Press Y to exit the zoom. Eliminate all the aliens on the floor to continue. Okay. Got jump too. Alright. Let's move out. Oh, we're on the rooftop. Nice. Okay, better not fall. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, did I not start the game? Hang on, let's retry. Hmm. Okay, so if I... Aha! I see them. Alright, here we go. Targets acquired. Steady. Steady. There we go. One target down. Two taken care of. So I really have to be careful with my aim because there's quite a bit of drop off. Not that high. There we go. Aim over here. Just a bit too high. Oh, I must be very close. Let's move over to the next part of the building. Oh, put your code in creation codes if you want it to be played on stream, even if it is a work in progress. The work in progress section is more for showing off pictures and video of games that you're not ready yet to share. Nice. I've not seen a kind of long-range combat style game before. It reminds me a lot of Silent Scope, the old arcade game. Silent Scope. Yeah, really nice. Okay. Get out. So let's bring up the code for that one. Apocalyptic Hero 2 demo. Now here's an interesting one. We have a sort of a remastering of a GBG game, which itself is a remake of an existing game. So I'm sure you are aware of Binding of Isaac. Somebody made Binding of Isaac in GBG. The programmer was named Zed Kevin. But Aaron in our Discord did a little bit of retexturing work on it. So let's give it a try. I'm going to bring up the code here. So you can see it's got the adaptation tag next to it, meaning that this was modified from an existing game. So I suppose it's 3 times removed now from the original source material. Give it a go. Okay, great start. That looks like Isaac. A, B, X, Y to cry. Z, R to bomb. Alright. So this is a little bit different from the original Binding of Isaac in the fact that you've got, like, all directional movement rather than the 4 directions. Dallas asks, you can do that? Yes, if somebody allows... If they turn off Write Protect, it allows for adaptations. Looks incredible, yeah. Okay, let's get the alien. Oh, it's got health. Well, it's not a one-shot kill. One-shot kill? I mean one-shot kill. Yeah. This feels like Binding of Isaac. Anything in the crates? I forget, can you, in the real Binding of Isaac, can you blast crates? No, okay. Yeah, there's some secret walls that you can blast through for sure. Ah, I got hit. Okay, so you can flip between screens and the enemies don't respawn. That's a nice little thing to know. I'm scared because the aliens might be right in front of this door now. No, they're just chilling out. Cool. Works for me. I'm gonna not waste my bombs this time. Don't want to touch the spikes. Nice. Are they going to explode? Probably don't want to touch them. Hey, football. Ooh, what is going on with the dice on the table there? It's the second poop sprite we've had in today's stream. Nice. Just some stuff to play around with in this room. Oh no! Oh no! I hope that's not Mousey. Mousey, no! Like I'm crying. No! Keep moving. This rocks. Very, very fun. I haven't really commented on how nice the environments look. They're very simple, but they really, really communicate what they need to. Okay, we got a boss fight here. Oh, he's fast. The mutated strawberry, as somebody said yesterday on stream, is very, very fast. Has lots of health. There we go. We had music change. We did it! Dylan asks, why does the baby cry? Good question. It's just how Isaac rolls, really. Cool. That was really nice. And great adaptation by Aaron, or Aaron. Nice, Javier. Yeah, I'll definitely queue it up for next time. Okay. Moving on now, we have one called Cosmic Spin. It's difficult but fun 3D platformer game. So this is very, very cool. So the creator of Cosmic Spin, 8-Bit Lefty, has given 3 separate codes for different difficulties. We have normal version, easy version, or Kaizo version. I, of course, have chosen easy version because that's what the real gamers do. We can give this one a try, and if it proves too easy, we will maybe try out another one of the harder difficulties. Dallas, if you're asking where in the Discord, it should be creation codes. Or if you're asking in a more general sense, check out the pinned comment that shows you the link to the Discord. Kirby Super asks, did you know that Sakurai made a GBG game? Yes, I knew that he had. I haven't yet seen it. I think Sakurai must really love these game-making games because he also made a game for WarioWare DIY back in the day. Jacob asks, is Mousey dead? Don't worry, Mousey isn't dead. I like to think of the games in GBG as a lot like how Miyamoto refers to like the Mario games. They're all just actors playing a play. So Mousey was just acting dead there to take part in the Binding of Isaac play. So don't worry, Mousey's fine. Got 10 seconds to get across this bridge. Nice. Can I just say how much I love the layout of these platforms? Ooh, there's a salmon, or sorry, a tuna in the distance. Uh-oh. Nice. I avoided them. Nice, feeling good. Kirby Super says, "Isn't this exactly how Super Person World starts?" I don't know. I haven't yet got to Super Person World. Still slowly, slowly working my way through it. There are lots of similarities, Self-Trat, yeah, between GBG and Nintendo Land. The music especially makes me think of Nintendo Land. Ooh, there's a nice rumble on that platform. Alright. So let's see, because it might be that this is kind of like an expansion on the Super Person World demo. Either way, having a lot of fun playing it. I was almost gonna jump there, but I realized it was too risky. Keep going. Oh, come on! Oh, I had launch momentum there. I'm gonna go for it. I'm risking it all. Oh, it really launches you off that second one. Oh, I really hope somebody makes Mario Chase in GBG, Jacob. That would be very cool. Let's try again. Hey, that one muffin, great. I'll check it out. I imagine I'll get to it for next stream, which will be excellent. Mercy says, when Mousey's Cheese Maze comes out, make a video showing it and put a pinned comment with the code. I definitely will, yeah. Great suggestion, though. Here we go, 3rd time's the charm. We made it. I'm pretty sure it was more than 3 times, but I'm still saying 3rd time's the charm. Oh, they're tilting Joy-Con! Come on, tilt back. Tilt back, please. Here we go. I really love how detailed the Joy-Con model is. It looks awesome. The holy fish. Nice. Last stage is this? Looks to be. Are these gonna fall? Yep. Ooh, they've got nice low grav though. Oh, I'm glad I downloaded the easy mode code. Actually making some progress. Okay, these ones don't look like they tilt, which is very fortunate for me. We did it! Nice. Great work, 8-bit lefty. And as I mentioned, there are multiple difficulties for this, so be sure to go to the programmer ID and check out their harder lessons. Jacob Sherwin says, do hard mode or you are a weenie. I guess I'm a weenie. I ain't doing it. Alright, let's move on now to Puzzlebox FS01. This was created by the Fofo? And is described as a small puzzle box. Follow the clues and interact with the area to open doors and reach the end. Oh, Dallas is asking who made this game? Who made GBG or who made Cosmic Spin? Cosmic Spin was made by Lefty, 8-bit Lefty. Alright, but now we're playing Puzzlebox FS01 by the Fofo. Ooh, okay. Some beautiful custom textures right off the bat. turnips over 2. And we have foot icons. I guess we need to step on them? Or are they hazardous? So I'm getting vibration in the left Joy-Con. Ooh, very strong vibrations in the left Joy-Con here. Does that mean I'm getting hotter? Am I getting closer to the goal? Okay. Let's jump on this one. This one's very soft. That one's extremely hard. That must be the one. Can you hear it? I don't know whether it's picking up on mic. Let's see what this does. Nice. That opened the door. Cool. So I think I'd successfully found the one that opened it, which I think would probably be this one because it was the strongest. A to vacuum. We've got different faces of the die. We've got different animals. And A equals vacuum. Okay, let's reset. Well, I know that we had a turnip in the previous screen. Mercy says emergency meeting. Yeah, it totally is. Let's vacuum the turnip. Ooh! There was vibration down here. Next to these two. Uh-huh. Okay, let's reset. So yeah, there's only vibration... Oh, big vibration next to the fluff ball. Let's vacuum this one. Ah, do we have to? Oh, I get it. Okay, so we need to put them in their respective vibration holes. There you go. It took me a minute. Alright, so I'm pretty sure fluff ball goes in there. That was quite a soft vibration. Yeah, probably like the bear. Get the bear over here. Oh no, fluff ball fell out. Ah, I rolled into the wrong hole. Oof, using my telekinetic powers to throw... Yeah, I know it's the wrong hole. I'm trying to go in the middle. I wish the bear would stick to me a little bit more. That'd be excellent. Come on, bear. Come on, bear. There we go. That was what I wanted. Some real telekinetic powers. Okay, come on. Bear, I can't believe you're causing me this much trouble. Fluffball was no trouble at all until you knocked it out. Now look, it's misbehaving too. Doing some wild fancy object bending over here. I'll just try and kick him in. Come on. It was the wrong hole? Can't believe it. After all that... Oh yeah, it was a more delicate vibration. This one here. apologies to the Fofo, I'm making a real pig's ear of this. Just down to my... not incredible gaming skills, to say the least. Where did this one come from? I think it was... Is it this one here? Maybe the right one? It's really nice when they stick to your hands. Feel my Joy-Con batteries draining as we speak. There we go. Just 3 left. We can do it, folks. Alright, pufferfish. Oh, no! Oh, come on! I hit reset. Well, in that case, we'll probably move on. That was Puzzle Box. That was a really nice set of puzzles. I'm sorry I did so badly at demonstrating them. See ya, Azokal. Bring that one up. Favo, what a creative setup. I really, really liked that. My one advice would be, and I'm sure it's only necessary for me, make the reset button a little bit harder to reach. Okay. Let's move on now to a kind of mysterious game. Where is it? Sparrow 84, yeah. I don't have any description for this. This was made by Mr. Asteroid, also known as Rust here. Let's find out what it is. I can't guess at all what it is from the thumbnail or from the name, but I like it. Sparrow 84. Suspicious Stonk says, ooh, Binding of Isaac, you just missed it. Okay, alright. It is a Space Invaders style game. Got a score count in the top right, letting us know how many aliens remain. One alien remaining. We did it! See how quickly we can clear them. I'm also surprised that I hadn't yet seen a Space Invaders prior to this one. Seems like a classic game to remake. There we go. Nice. If somebody made the Miitopia character creator in GBG. Oh, Tomodachi Life. Wow. What a good game. Tomodachi Life, Miitopia, all incredible games. Alright, Sparrow 84 by Rust, aka Mr. Asteroid. Surprised they didn't make asteroids, it would have been a very fitting name. Speedrun. Alright, let's move on now to another kind of, yeah, sort of mysteriously titled game called Super Finger Test Zone. Now I see a little pointer on the thumbnail, so I'm guessing that's the titular Super Finger. Yeah, Arch, I agree. They should just add Mii's to GBG. That would be so cool. Let's give it a go. This was made by AOGH, who's definitely been in chat earlier today. Oh yeah, AO's, hey. Okay, so the description for this is a prototype of an adventure shooter platformer game I'm making. It's my first game, but I tried to be creative. The main character is a pointing hand, and the antagonists are robots, all made with pixel art. Great, that's a wonderful description. I'm excited to check this out. Ooh, nice. Okay, try to beat the shooters and get all of your apples. Hold ZL to activate gravity cubes. Okay, we can't see any gravity cubes yet. Press Y to teleport here. Press X to change BGM. Okay, we'll have to remember to switch that up at some point. Press or spam ZR to shoot. We've got camera control too. Nice. This is pretty... Wow, look at the sort of color separation effect on the ZL there. A or B to jump. Get in. You can use these to fly away. Wow. Okay, I guess I launched myself out of them. Nice. Okay. Look at the robots. Are they like the Nintendo Land robots? Oh my goodness, so many projectiles. Okay, I'm trying to use the gravity cubes, I think they were called, to get enough height to take out the enemies. I want to collect the apples. There we go. Yes, one down. So they attract to the center of their mass, and you can kind of launch yourself out of them. So if I do this, I got enough speed, but not enough height. Dallas says, no joke, this game made my draw drop. Yeah, that's high praise. It's an incredible looking game. I love all of the custom textures. Somebody asked, did I time out Mr. Beast? No, I did not. I would always let people know if I'm going to time them out. There we go! Oh, my aim was not good enough. Let's try another lower box. I can see there's a crate over there that I might have a chance to get on top of. Yeah, big jump! Alright. Ooh, don't shoot me. Let's change the BGM. Yes, love it. Will always be Mousey's theme to me. Another one down. See you, Mr. Flame. Thanks for stopping by. Bye, Green Boy. Got another one. That's a really fun mechanic. Ah, they got me. Nice. Alright, let's take a peek into the code here. I want to admire those custom sprites a bit. Look at these. So nice. Very clever to do the split red-blue. What happens when you hold ZR in the stations? Give it a go. I think it just kind of spins me around the central... or ZR in the stations. Nothing happens if you hold ZR. If you mean hold ZL, you kind of bounce along the central axis. Oh, so do your projectiles though. Wow! Okay. These little robots. Wow, I didn't see that one. Such nice sprites. Cool. Great work. Great work, AO. Hey Gen 3, I wouldn't recommend putting your friend code in the chat just because anyone would be able to grab it, but I did mention that I'm going to post my friend code on the Discord after this stream, so if you wanted to add me, you're very welcome to. Okay, really nice stuff there with Superfinger Test Zone. Next, we're moving on to the third stage of Rat Race. Another beautiful looking game. played stage 2 yesterday. I cannot believe how consistently Arch is putting out these levels. I mean, they're so much fun to play, but I just admire the rate at which he's at which they are able to get these levels out there. Let's give it a go. Can't wait. Got a lime green theme this time, like mint rock. This is a big slope to begin. Ooh, ooh, hang on. Can I go up here? This is a nice theme for this stage. The background music's a really nice theme. Is that a different one to the other stages? I think it must be. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we have an enemy. Oh, he wants to bop me off. No. I love these textures too. Ratty is so cute. And the mouse enemy. Alright, get out of my way. Oh, it's really chasing me. So scary. Yeah, it was a cat. Whoa. We have got a lot of hazards here. I didn't even see that before. I was too slow, I think, previously. Alright, cat. Come on. Sumo fight here. Look at that. I love it when the... Oh, I was too busy admiring the bridge. I was going to say I love it when the level crosses over itself. Okay, speedrun time. I don't want to get dead parrot rank this time. Cat, go away! There we go. Not as nimble as Ratty. I believe Ratty is the canonical name for the Rat Race character, as named by Arch himself. Recliner rodent. There you go. Very nice. Another excellent stage from Arch. Ratty, yes. Hey Raiden, nothing will happen if you put the code in chat. I'm sure other members of the stream, other viewers would love to check out your level. I just probably won't be able to get around to trying it out on the stream because chat goes by pretty quick here and it's tough to grab them. Kool-Aid asks, can I do Tuner Eternal when it comes out, since it's a bit long? Oh, can I do it last when it comes out? Sure, yeah, okay. Just put a note when you submit it. Jacob says you have to make a Ratty Easter egg. Yeah, definitely, that's my plan. Alright, we have one more creation to show off here. Let me just check I haven't missed any. Yep, we haven't missed any. This one is called Risky Run Galaxy. So this is a version of Risky Run that has been edited to include motion controls. Left right to move, shake right controller for spin attack, and B to jump. Okay. Hey chat, best behavior please. I don't want to have to time anyone out. Alright, let's give it a go. Mm-hmm. Spin attack against these? Cool. I haven't actually done a rescue run yet. Mercy, yeah, I will be doing some creation later in this stream, so you don't even have to wait till next stream. Don't you worry about it. Okay, so I'm shaking the right Joy-Con to do my spin move. We did it! Dallas says, that's it. I'm getting this game. I have way too many ideas. I can't wait. Hedgen3 says, this is from the tutorial. Yeah, but it's been modified to have motion controls, which adds a extra dimension of challenge to it. So you can waggle away while you riskily run. Nice. Thanks very much, Kyle, for submitting that. Let's bring up the code. Elias says, will you be able to make a Street Fighter-like game? If you're asking generally, we've seen fighting games since before GBG launched in some of the trailers that Nintendo put out, like two or 1v1 fighters in 2D style. I've got 2 projects that I'm working on, so I probably won't start another one, otherwise I'll end up overwhelmed with my projects and not finish any of them. Hey, Rowena. Alright, so it is going to be time for some Mousey. However, I want to go and top up my drink and take a moment to refresh, get hydrated. So I'm going to be AFK for like 2 minutes. So chill out, grab yourself a drink, stretch your legs if you need to. I've got something fun to show you after I get back, which is Mousey related. Suspicious and Mr. Beast, please chill out. Ramona asks, what's the second project? I only know Mousey. It's a not really secret game that I am working on as part of a tutorial video. My hope was that it would come out today. I'm still kind of deep in the process of it, so it's more likely to come out tomorrow. Hey, Luigi. Alright, back in a minute. Let's put the drink message up. Can chill out here with the menu music. I'll be back in a moment. Hey everyone, I'm back. How's everybody doing? Mercy says, can you make Mousey merch, please? Well, not exactly Mousey merch, but what I'd like to show you now is definitely related to Mousey. So, some of you may have seen, and in fact, I'll bring up a link for those who haven't. In yesterday's stream, we found out that the creator of Rat Race had put a Easter egg of Mousey in Rat Race. Here's the link. So go check that out if you haven't seen it already. And while I was making the thumbnail for that, I was like, what does Mousey look like? Because we've only ever seen Mousey from the top. And the picture I ended up using, I just saw Kool-Aid Axe says ripped Mousey merch. I need to bring those up on stream sometime because they're so funny. Yeah, the picture I ended up using was pretty goofy. Mousey looks really silly, which I think is very funny. But I ended up drawing like a bunch of sketches of what I thought Mousey could look like. So I'm going to bring those up. So I'll talk us through. So sorry, I'd forgotten the one in the bottom right. So here's the sketches I made. Starting with the one on the far left. Oh, it's a shame I can't show you my mouse. So the one on the far left, I kind of referred to this one as Chunky Cheese while I was making him because he's big and square. Of course, we've got the reference images in the bottom left, and then a kind of various sketches. Dylan says they love the third one on the top row. Yes, this one is by far the cutest. I love this one. Third one on the top row. I keep kind of pointing with my mouse and then remembering that you can't see it. So we've got like barely a mouse in the top left-hand corner. Mousey too fat to get through the mouse hole on the second on the top row. Very, very cute baby Mousey. Then we've got a sort of Mega Man boss looking Mousey in the top right. We've got Chunky Cheese in the middle left. A little sleeping Mousey. We've got sort of a flat Mousey. Maybe the truest the original drawing, but I don't know, he doesn't look super friendly. He looks a little bit like something you would find in the rubbish bin. Then we have this sort of elephant in the room, which I'm calling Handsome Mousey. Or possibly Clown Mousey with the red nose, but just beautiful. So I just thought I'd share those with everyone. So my brother lent me the Ethernet cable for connecting up the Wii, and when he saw this page, he said, Mousey in the bottom left is the original, as it appears in game. Then the Mousey in the middle is like the HD remake of Mousey, and then the Mousey on the right is the Netflix adaptation. Kool-Aid Ack asks, where's Mousey's abs at? You've got the Mousey's abs section of the market covered. I don't think I need to encroach on that section. Jacob Showens asks, where is Mick Mousey? Thanks, Cookie Bird. I appreciate that. Speaking of Mousey, let's get to it. I always go back to the main screen because I forget that my games are in here as well. Mousey's Cheese Maze. Let's open it up. So somebody was asking at the beginning of the stream whether the physics were fixed. Yes. We shouldn't have any more launch bouncing. I've chosen to have Mousey's ears be flexible like that, because I think it generally works when you're kind of making your way around in a normal movement. It looks like there's some wind pushing Mousey's ears back. Okay, alright, chat, I'm gonna be serious for a second. Suspicious Stonks and Mr. Beast, I don't want to see any more messages between the two of you. I don't know whether you're playing or you're just messing around or whatever, but it's disrupting other people in the chat. I've seen people in the chat mention that they're finding it disruptive. So I really, really hope you can be aware of the fact that it might be disrupting others. But if it continues, I will have to time you both out. Dylan says, I don't know why, but it annoys me how the ears have shading, but the body doesn't. Good point. I suppose that's something to work on. I mean, look, the cheese is super placeholder as well. Basically nothing has changed since last time. I took the music off for while I'm working. We got a bit more of this level done. We need to build the walls up. And you saw that I had added this, but once I put the blocks in, it made it too narrow a space to regularly get it to come into the hole as the puzzle requires. So let's focus on a few of those things. We'll make that a little bit smaller so it will be easier to fit into the hole. Let's get some walls up. Oh, one thing I can do, I don't think I've modified it since I realized this, but there's absolutely no reason to use multiple textures for these elements. So, like here where I did a bunch of cheeses, on the first day of the stream, I didn't realize that we could use one texture for many, many blocks. So let's do that. We'll just get a bit of tidying done. Hang on, wait. Wrong port. There we go. Okay. Let's have one texture for each section of the level just so we can keep it tidy. Mr. Beast, I wouldn't say you pretending to be 3 accounts and me saying please don't disrupt chat was being trolled, but okay. Yeah, please don't disrupt the chat. It's not fun for people that are watching. Yes, there is a limit to how many times you can reuse a texture. I think it might be... Is it 8 or 12? Suspicious Duck says you should change the cheese texture for the holes to be dark instead of dark yellow instead of black. Yeah, I was thinking about that actually when I drew the cheese here. And I was like, oh yeah, that looks far more like cheese than this nightmarish rotten cheese. Kirby Super says it's 8. All right, thank you for the confirmation. Yeah. How many cheese do we actually have in the stage now? It was previously 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh, is there only 4 in this section? Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Have I upped the counter yet? Nope. Let's just check that's working. I'll move this cheese here while I'm testing, because I can't get over that gap yet. That was funny, the cheese doesn't normally get stuck in that hole. Ooh, I just noticed there's also a, I guess a transparent pixel on Mousey's nose. See that? Kind of near the shine. Okay, the 10 count is working. Tanuki Toon says, what was the inspiration to make the Mousey game? I kind of panicked. When I got to the free programming, I was like, I don't really know what to do. So I just did it really, really fast. But I mean, it's, I guess, subconsciously very drawn from Kirby. Arch asks, what sound do I use for Mousey? The sound is coming from, female, but it's been pitched up by 0.2. So you can hear it pitches up. If I disconnect this, still pretty high, but it just gets a little extra height here. I'm really, really dedicated to getting this first stage done and functional. What I need to do is make sure that all of this stuff is tidy, because for all of the games that I make, I want to turn off write protection. I'm never going to write protect my games. So I want people to be able to remix them and pick them apart. So I want to make them easily understandable. So once I've finished the level and got things tidied, I'll definitely be putting this first stage out. I wish I could move as fast as Arch does. I'm so impressed by their work ethic. Hi Colin, we're making a I think in the first stream I referred to it as a cheesy maze game. Hey little Bubby. Mercy says, can I have the rights to Mousey? Nobody owns Mousey. So yeah, here we... Oh, we do need both of these because they're the 2 frames of the animation. I'm sure there's plenty of other spaces that I could tidy up. I want to get this environment done here. So let's start copying these bits. Have them intersecting, that's fine. No limit on the number of games you can submit. I suppose if you have a bunch that you want to submit, just to make sure that we get to play everybody's games, I might not play them all in one stream, but yeah, go ahead. Julian Got Some Cake says, I am making Super Monkey Ball. Somebody on the Discord was making definitely not Super Monkey Ball. I forget what they called it, but it was a very, very funny name. It's like excellent ape sphere or something along those lines. Okay, so let's keep copying these. These are just the kind of outer limits of the level. Look at that, we're up against the thing. One thing I would do if I was remaking Amazing Chim Sphere, that was it. Hey, Gameimation, cool. I didn't put 2 and 2 together in regards to it being you making it. Yes, if I was making this again from scratch, I would say to myself, scale everything down. There is absolutely no reason for everything to be this big. I mean, if I'd scaled Mousey down, for example, think about how much could be done in just the space of this object. Obviously, I don't want to go too small on stuff. It would cause its own problems, but I didn't know what I was doing when I started this. And many people would say, I still don't know. And they'd be right. But at least I'm, at least I'm learning slowly but surely. Oops. My fingers automatically go to Control and Z because I'm so used to playing This game, while I'm at my computer and using a mouse, my fingers just go to Control and Z when I misplace something. Oh no, these aren't platforms, are they? Did I just make a bunch of platforms? No, we're good. Phew. Whew. NinjaCraft Plays says make a mousetrap. Yeah, definitely. I will do. I've got a backlog of things I need to add. A couple of people had already suggested it. I think you may have already suggested it as well. I would very much like to. Hey, Lord Nico, congratulations. That sounds very, very cool. Colin says, "Oh, I've seen this game before." Yeah, we've worked out on the stream before. You may have seen it here. Okay, let's check if this object here can fit in the gap nicely. Should also move Mousey so we're closer to the area that we're testing. Okay, so it's too wide still, but it's the correct. It's narrow enough that we can get in. Get it in here. Ooh, that's a point. We also probably we need a reset button somewhere for it, don't we? Just in case. Oh, how many node on? 151 of 512 and 94 connections out of 1024. And I can definitely be more efficient. Oh, we had a little text box pop up there on this object node, and I wish I'd seen it. I can definitely be far more efficient as well with my usage. A lot less than you were expecting. Ah, okay. I mean, it's very simple in terms of the functions that are happening. Yeah, I'm trying to think what's going to be the best way to have a reset button for this object. Not so much thinking about the design. The design doesn't matter too much right now. I'm just thinking about the mechanics of it. Egg asks, have you felt like you've encountered some of the limitations of GBG already? So there are people that are doing far more complex games than I'm doing in the Discord, and I've seen discussion there about some of the things that they've run into. But typically they've been able to find novel ways to get around it. And I think there hasn't really been anything that has destroyed a project because it's so severe a limitation. I know some people were talking about how you can't apply textures to extending objects, which is such a shame. But, you know, they're things that people can work around. Hey, Suspicious Duck, pause to read the text. Let me do my object node on voice. You're alright. It's important to have a tea break every now and then if you're flagging. Nice. How did I make GBG in DIY? Just using the DIY AI, I believe they call it. Lots of drawing. Oh my goodness, chat's got a lot of questions at the moment. Big-Headed Sonic Plush, which is a great name, says, how do I... when I connect a texture node onto a moving object node on, the texture is displayed on each side of the box. How do I fix that? So, that's an easy one to show. So let's imagine that this was connected up to a moving object. This is just a texture. If we go to settings, here we have texture face. And you would just choose, so right now it's set to 6, which will be all of the faces of the cube, for example, but it could be a fancy object, it could be anything. We would deselect all of these and then just choose the face that you want. So if you want it to float in the relative center of the object, you would choose the orientation of that you'd like, rather than having all of these turned on. Dylan asks, am I excited for WarioWare Get It Together? Also, somebody asked for a permanent cheese sprite. So yeah, let's give this a go. I might copy it for now so I can always refer back to it if I need to. But we're going to go for something that's a little bit like this. In fact, let's crop this one down. So we've got a reference that we can look at on the stream. Am I excited for WarioWare Get It Together? That's a tough question. I was very excited to see a WarioWare in Nintendo's E3 Direct. And it was so great. I loved the little intro when they were all in the office. That was super cool. But then I realized it's not really a classic WarioWare game. It's more of like a sort of, maybe like a Mario Party style thing. Which tempered my excitement a tiny bit, but I really trust what the team that make the WarioWare games does. I mean, I even thought that Game & Wario was like cool, but it wasn't a WarioWare game. So hey, let's wait and see. Let's wait till there's more gameplay of it before we kind of make a thorough conclusion, I would say. Thank you very much, DJ Sharp MC. Okay, so we're going to go for the dark yellow for these holes. Nice. I might even try and get like a secondary color on one of the sides. Metroid Dread looks awesome. Yeah, oh, that is... Huh. Okay, well, let's go bright yellow for the cheese. Oof, look at that. I didn't realize that we weren't on the brightest color. Let's tidy up our palette a little bit here. We go brightest, and the the next one. So that's the darkest that we're working with. Kool-Aid says Mousey will easily KO a lion. So not a fight I necessarily want to see, but I believe in Mousey. I need to make a wider screen for my game, says Luigi. You would do that either by depending on what you're using. If it's a game screen, you can stretch that out. But if you're using a camera, I believe you can just change the field of view in options. Yeah, Metroid Dread looks amazing. I'm glad to see them going... I mean, we had the Metroid 2 remake on 3DS, but I'm really glad to see them going back to a 2D Metroid style. But then for all of those fans of the 3D Metroid games, we've got Prime 4 coming, you know, next year, is it? Not too far away. Okay, is this going to be a bit too much? Let's see. I'm just going to do it on 1 for now. Might make it look a bit too gross and not cartoony enough. Okay, so I'm going to do something. There we go. Not two colors, says Max Yoshi. I think you might be right. Oh, helps if I connect it up. So the test cheese. Thank you very much for subscribing, Colin. Okay, let's connect it to this box. Somebody also in chat, I forget if I read it out or if I just read it to myself, was saying that the texture's too big in relation to the size of the cheese, and I think you're probably right. It would be awesome. It'd be really, really cool if we were able to get it so that it matches each face, so we can have like a circle on the corners that flows round smoothly. So you see here, we have it almost doing that on this corner, but not quite. It would be cool if we managed to get the size and the relation of the holes correct for that. IO says you can make the texture node on smaller to make it fit. Yep, definitely. I think at the time, either I didn't know that or we were working with bigger cheese. I think a little bit of both. So there we go. That will be the same size as the face now, but we're going to have to think smartly about the way that we position the holes. So I'm going to empty this and start fresh. I know I just modified that one, but yes, Mr. Beast, I realized. Hey, thanks, Bob. I'm looking forward to trying it out. Let's bring up the guide to give us some assistance here. I'm just going to try and match these up. So, okay, so if there was a hole here, okay, so like a quarter of a circle, we're going to have to put that quarter of a circle on at least, yeah, we're going to have to put it on all four corners, aren't we, in order for it to match. So this won't be a perfect match, but let's just give it a try. Make sure that I've got the idea right. That's looking good. Okay, let's check it out. Yes, hey Shroomful, how are you doing? Shroomful says you can also connect multiple textures to the same object and select which way the texture is facing. Yeah, that's a really good point. Something that I think a lot of people forget about. Now, I'm liking this. Okay, Mousey's body is gone. I think it's been pushed underground. I'm liking this, but it looks a little bit too much like a dice. You know, the repeating pattern is not working for the randomness of cheese. So let's go in and actually, we're going to use the technique suggested by Shroomful. I think that's a really nice suggestion. And we're going to have two sprites for the cheese. Now, this is going to get somewhat complicated, I think, when I start having to replicate this style across multiple textures. So let's duplicate this out and kind of place them relative to each other while we figure out which faces each one is going to go to. Dylan says, it's cool, but I think it's too perfect. Exactly, yeah. Agreed. Luigi says, when I use camera, it makes the screen too wide, and when I use game screen, it makes the screen too little. Okay, so check this out. If I go to camera, oh yeah, well, let me go into another scene for a second. Okay, so we have a camera here, right? And inside camera, you can change the camera's field of view, which would alter how close or far away things seem when the field of view is widened out. You can also adjust things like offset distance, which might let you modify things a little bit more granularly about how far it moves off of its actual position. So for example, you could have it positioned at 0.4, but then offset that from that position a little bit further. Where was I? Oh, nice, Colin. That's awesome. Okay, back to the cheese. Focusing on the cheese for a bit. Nodons are perfect. I agree. So let's just go wild for a second and make a little kite sort of unfolded cube. This is not for the game, this is just for my own reference. So this is a folded out version of what the cube would look like. So right now, as somebody pointed out earlier, it's far too perfect, it's far too symmetrical or repeating. Bitbro says, what did you update? On Mousey's, we're just currently doing the cheese texture. We're going to get a bit more fancy with it. So if I was to do it so that there was only... Hello? Why can I not collect it? There we go. Let's say there was only one on the corner. So let's use the fill tool to get rid of these ones. Okay, sorry, I just saw something in chat that made me laugh. Okay, so now if we go back, and we'll start imagining our second texture. So our second texture would have to have these corners. So I suppose we are going to have to go back into here. We're going to have to do one corner. On this. We can reposition this. We can add another one. We can do whatever we need to do to make these ones work. Just finding a spot that feels right for the other hole. Not like that because it's too similar. Kind of put myself in a corner with this one in the middle. Literally put myself in that corner. I also realized that's a thick brush. Which, that's probably okay as long as we do them all that way. So let's go big one here and small one here. Okay. Nice. So now with this one, which is going to be our other texture, we want to make sure that there is a hole there and there, I suppose, and that's it. Looks like a giraffe. Yeah. Okay. Apologies. I just had to take a moment to tidy up some issues in chat, which is a real shame. Somebody was asking, why is Mousey's face a separate texture from his body? So, great question. It would be completely unnecessary, but I wanted to add a sense of depth, which really in all honesty, doesn't kind of add anything. You occasionally see a slight shadow around the eyes when you get the positioning just right, but it could definitely be connected to the body and can be simplified a lot by um, attaching it to the body and rather than having two separate layers. It works really nicely for the ears. I would keep the ears that way. But yeah, the face doesn't need to be separate. I'm pretty sure who I know who it is that keeps making fake Video Dojo accounts, and it's really disappointing. I would really hope they get bored of it soon. If not, I will just ban the main account from the channel, which would be a shame. So take that as a warning, I suppose. I didn't realize I'd changed this over to countdown. That's funny. Why was there a countdown? Asked Suspicious Duck. I think I was just playing around with something the other day. There we go. Alright, back to the cheese. It's funny that I'm making a game about cheese because I don't actually like cheese. It's one of the very few foods that I don't really enjoy. I'll eat a little bit of parmesan on something, but I would never go out of my way to like eat a piece of cheese. Yeah, Dallas. That's a really great suggestion. It was actually what was suggested by another user, and that's what we're doing right now. We're setting up two different textures. I don't want to do all 6 sides their own thing. I think that's overkill. But we'll see if we can get it working with 2. Hey Shrimple, if that works for you, that's great. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with using references. Oh yeah, Suspicious says Countdown gave me an idea if you added a speedrun timer. There should definitely be a speedrun mode. I think briefly this was called like Mousey's Speedy Cheese Maze, maybe? Oh, nice, Colin. That's very cool. Okay, so we've got the corners. Oh, drats, I did the same 2 corners. What am I doing? Easily fixed. So let's do 2 sort of random holes here. Hey, let's maybe just do 1 on this side. We don't need to go crazy with them. In fact, to really... Yeah, let's just go there. That's fine. Okay, so let's puzzle this out here. If this was our Y positive face, that would make this our Z positive face. And if we were to copy this one, that would be our X minus face. And if we were to copy it again here, that's our X positive. Then we would need to use this as our Z negative. And then we would need to use this as our Y negative. Okay. That seems to work to my eye. So let's get rid of all these extra ones. So basically all I need to remember is this one is Y positive and negative, and the other faces are all the other faces, or the other textures are all the other faces. So let's go in here and say, yep, just Y plus a negative. Uh-oh, I deleted too many cheeses. There we go. Alright, now in here I do everything but y plus and negative, or plus and minus, and attach this as well. Is this going to work? Suspicious Duck says the holes don't seem to line up. Yeah, we'll fix that. I just wanted to see if this is even going to work. I noticed too that they don't line up perfectly. Okay, so it's the rotation, isn't it, on the minuses, I think. I'm also going to move that cheese just while we do some testing. Z plus and Y plus connect seamlessly. That's Y plus, that's Z plus. No, there's a bit of a disconnect there. But it's okay, we'll fix that once it's working. Oh, Mercy is eating cheese while watching the stream. The perfect combination. Really getting the full experience. Okay, so did any of this work? So Y is working as intended. Yeah, that's a shame. So we're going to have to do... We're still going to have to make 4 textures. Because we're going to have to flip them, right? So you see that one on the right here should have been, what, Z positive? But because of how it applies the textures, it's upside down to the orientation that we actually want. So yeah, because it doesn't display it like that. It displays it like this. Ooh, Ramona asks a good question. Do I like cheese on pizza though? Yeah, I think that's an exception. I would eat cheese on pizza for sure. Man, I guess I'm just gonna have to do this in a slightly less efficient way, which is a shame. So really I should be rotating this in the editor, but I just want to see if that works because I don't actually know. Let's bring the cheese over this way a bit. No, okay. You still need to rotate it in the editor. So it's probably that. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I had the wrong face, so let me just check. No, so it still didn't rotate it. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that. Okay, let's focus. I'm being a bit scattergun here. Scatterbrained. So this is going to be Z plus. Nice and simple. And I feel like I'm certain there would be a way to... I'm certain there would be a way to do this with 2 textures. Just feels like there must be. Because I ought to get this right before I copy it a bunch of times. So just over half on that one and half on that one. Thanks, GM. How do you make it so something goes faster when you press a button? So let's say you pressed A. and you had like a special object, moving object box. I guess what you would do is have it so that, let's say you had a constant feeding the x, right? So the constant is going to send a value of 1 to the x-axis here constantly, right? Nice and simple. But I think what you would do is you would add a middle and a converter and a map, for example, and you would map this input to change it from a 1 to an output range of like 1 to 8. So I think if this is right, what would happen here is the box would move at a constant rate of 1 until a button is pressed, at which it would speed up to 8, for example. Insane Ales says you could just where was it? I lost the message now. Multiply it. Yeah, that's even more simple. You could use this and go like this. Oops, didn't need to break that. Guess that would be the setup, right? That would work too. So there's a second option. It's actually something that I'm gonna mention in my next tutorial. The great thing about the way the node-on work, and I suppose programming generally, is that there will almost always be multiple ways that you can resolve an issue or troubleshoot or create, implement a particular process. It's really, really nice. Zankidu asks, are you going to be making a boss? Yes, it won't be in this level, but I would like to conclude the game with a boss. Yeah, but why minus should work? It should be y minus as well. Pretty sure. I'm just talking about itself. Right? I feel like at least 2 of these should be able to repeat without issue. I want to try and get the... There we go. Somebody was asking about the body detaching from Mousey. I think these two floor panels must be slightly misaligned from each other. So that looks to be aligning as I wanted it to. I'm going really deep on troubleshooting this cheese. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that top face can definitely be plus and minus. So why can't this be Z plus and minus? Oh, it can. Okay. So it's just the 2 on the side. Nice. Okay, so I'll only need 3 textures for this. I suppose I should have realized that, but sometimes it's good to just do these things and know for sure. Whoops, not ideal that I went over that, but it's fine. Trying to do that in a very non-destructive way if possible. So I've effectively tripled my node-on usage for the cheeses, but they do look better. Okay, so that's the one that needs to rotate. So it needs to turn, what is that, clockwise once? 1 turn, 1/4 turn? that right? That looks good to me. Are we at updated and functional cheese? Seems to be. So Z is still slightly offset from one of the other holes, but I'll fix that off stream. That's you know, we spent long enough on cheese already, I'd say. Oh, that one pushed me into the pit. Functional cheese accomplished, says Gamemations. I love it. Oh, I suppose now that we have functional cheese, we can change things up fully on each one. You know, as in, like, if we have the cheese somewhere else on this X face texture, instead of just repeating the same hole here that the Y face, I think it is, has. Shouldn't cause any trouble as long as it doesn't touch the edges of the texture. Ooh, an extra large one there. Thanks, big-headed Sonic Plush. I really that means a lot. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Hey, Melted Teeth. I didn't see you in the chat. Melted Cheese says, "Functional cheese." My senior quote. NinjaCraft asks, "Is it your game?" If you're asking me, yes, this one is one I'm building, but it's not out yet. I'm guessing you might have been asking somebody in chat though. But just in case you weren't, no. All right, we've got functional cheese. I love it. Let's hook it up. Get out of here, non-functional cheese. Beta cheese. As in, like, the beta version of the cheese. Look at these crazy cheese connections. Okay, so chat. Does anyone know, is this where I would be able to... Could I use a wormhole here? Because I feel like wormholes can only be used... Am I right in thinking that wormholes can only be used to send values? You can't use them just to, like, get rid of wires on things like textures, right? I mean, I'll just try it, but... Yeah, pink line's not blue. Thank you, Arch. I guessed that was the case. Also, very silly of me to have not realized they distinguish the two. So are these connections and these are inputs? Man, somebody that's trying to make a tutorial at the moment. Simple things like that I'm still missing. That's great to know. Honestly, it's part of the reason I'm enjoying doing these streams so much, because I feel like there's so much information that can be shared in these kind of off-the-cuff sort of scenarios, distinct from sort of pre-recorded and scripted things. Mercy asks, why does Joy-Con Drift hate cars? I don't know whether it specifically hates cars. There's a line you forgot to remove on the cheese top texture, says Suspicious Duck. Ah. Chat, I just realized I'm way over time. Thank you, Suspicious Duck. I'm way over time. I was having so much fun doing this. Let me just check. I've got something I need to do. Just bear with me 1 second. All right, let us continue. Dylan says, don't end the stream, it's very fun. I'm going to keep going until I need to leave. Arch says, my rat race levels are a mess of blue lines connecting textures while I'm making them. What's your trick? Do you multiply stuff? You know, do you make a more texture node-ons than you need to so that they don't end up dragging all over the stage? You know, if I copied these and had this cheese connect to that, it might keep things tidier, I suppose. Dust bunnies would be very cute, melted teeth. Don't eat the dust bunnies. Okay, come over here, new cheese. You go on, old cheese. Nothing quite like clearing out some old cheese. Set for each area. Yeah, that's wise. I think that's what I'm going to do with my textures for this as well. I will need to connect you up eventually, but not quite yet. Wait, did I not get rid of you? Do all of those first. 5 here. There you are. I knew there was one more. Any others hiding? No. When I'm doing these streams and I'm building my levels, I can just tell that there are very like efficient level makers out there that are just looking at the way that I build stuff and screaming. And to you, I send my apologies now. I do try my best to keep things tidy and efficient, but I usually find that just the way that I'm going to be building is such that I tidy up at the end. Oh, I think I missed this little guy. I don't know. I mean, it'll be pretty apparent if I've missed anything because there'll be a hole in the cheese, but not the kind of hole we want. Does Mousey live in the same universe as Wallace and Gromit? Gamemations asks. So he's eating moon rocks, if that's the case, I guess. Lots of wires connecting to cheese. That's what we're doing today. Alright. Okay, so I think I want to do one last thing, stream, and I think I want to think about like custom textures for this. And I think I want to go like okay, so I've got two ideas. Either like a sort of cartoony wood texture, or like just a sort of abstract bubbly texture. So let's do like an example one here. Man, it might be... It's going to be a lot of textures, right? But that's cool. Wood, says Ao. Let's have a look. Hey, Lost Carrot. Make it look like the walls of a house. But what do you want to change the texture? The walls, sorry, I should have clarified. So we have orange walls at the moment, which I like this color a lot. I want to keep the walls orange. But you see we have the mouse hole here, which implies that I suppose it's like a skirting board or something of a wall. I don't want to extend out a wall to like full height because I think it might get in the way of the cameras, so I'm going to keep it low, but I might just go for a sort of wood style texture. Is this the color? Is this the base color of those blocks? Which one am I connected up to? Sort of the one adjacent to the lava. It looks that that's the same color. Nice. Okay. Ah, hang on. I was only on 2 faces because I'd copied it from the cheese. Yeah. Okay. Looking good. Yeah. Melted. I hope they update it to have more colors too. Lava in a house wouldn't really make sense. That's true. Let's not think too much about it. Let's go like this for now. I mean, I don't want this to look too much like the lava texture either, which is very possible because it's going to probably just be sort of squiggly lines. I mean, we could put a knot in the wood. Maybe this would help things. I don't know. Maybe this is just overkill. We'll give it a go and see. The grain on wood only goes in one direction, usually. Maybe we can... something like this. I'm feeling like this is going to be way too much. I don't know what this is specifically in response to, Ramona, but I agree. We are all learning constantly. If you're not constantly learning, what are you doing? Looks like Jupiter. Yeah. Okay, so right now it's way too small. Forgot to scale it up. We don't want it repeating on the single block because it's going to be repeating across blocks. Got some overlap here on this particular block by the looks of it. Man, alright, go over there for a minute. Dylan says I wouldn't make the background orange but a darker brown. I really like this orange just visually. I know it doesn't necessarily like make sense, but it doesn't have to. Mercy says, why hasn't the refrains for the cheese disappeared? What does that mean? Just seeing if I can get a few more minutes of stream. Yeah, the orange and blue is a nice combo. I think so too, Shroomful. Why don't you make the lava a broken pipe with water coming out? That's a really nice idea, and that would be very easy to do. Line's too bright on the side, too dark on the top. Don't know whether I necessarily agree. Don't hate it. So I suppose one reason why I might not do water coming out the pipes is because the floor is blue and I really like the blue floor. But maybe we can do like a toxic sludge. In fact, I think somebody like on a previous stream mentioned sludge. Nondescript toxic sludge. Kirby Mouse in Magma House. What a good name. Oh, GM, I really, really appreciate that. Yes, Dylan also points out the entire idea of a mouse sucking up cheese doesn't make sense. Slooge. let's give this a go. I'm not necessarily sold on the idea of sludge. Might be a bit too gross. But let's give this a go. Be easy enough to change it back if we need to. In fact, I'm going to put these colors in my palette just so I've got exactly the right ones, although it's quite easy to find them. Why haven't the reference? Is there another way you could ask the question, Mercy? I'm sorry, I'm not quite getting that. Maybe chat can help me. Dreamfall says rats live in sewers. Makes perfect sense. Mousey is not a rat. Yeah, I'm okay with the sludge. Max Josie says I like the red color better. Make sewer lava. Ah, tricky. I could go either way on this. Invert the colors. Yeah, good shout. Let's give the inverted colors a try. This is going to be a tricky one to do. Let's change it to a completely different color for a second. Then go dark. Then go light. Ooh, this might be too dark. What if we go a little bit more vibrant? Ooh, okay. Why didn't the cheese in the corner disappear? Because I hadn't eaten it. Emil says the green is better in my opinion. Make it purple. Ooh, I also like that suggestion. Okay, if this doesn't look right, maybe we'll go purple. Oh, we could be here forever just trying combinations. This is the thing, when you start making custom textures, you can spend ages. The green, okay, so my fear is that green could look like grass. And I mean, I know it's moving, but green doesn't necessarily say danger in the way that red very immediately says danger. I think purple could add that element of danger, possibly. I'm going to change it to purple. If it doesn't work, I might just go back to red. Max Yoshi says, just make it the rainbow at this point. Yeah, that should be next in the list if purple doesn't work, because we're basically there. I'm thinking purple's going to be right, honestly. Purple feels good to me. Oh, look at that. That looks good. I'm also going to try inverting the colors again. So we go, that might be a bit too much. This might be a... Man, but the original colors were very vibrant. Ooh. Hang on. Maybe this is the way to go. Grimer colors, yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you, Kool-Aid Ack. I'm so sorry. Whoever it was earlier, that was asking why the cheese hadn't disappeared, and I didn't understand at all. I completely forgot that the cheese image was still on screen. This little cheese logo that's been hanging out over here. All right, there we go. Be gone. Thank you very much, Kool-Aid Ack. Wow, Gameimation says make a horde of running mice so if you fall in you get trampled. Dylan says maybe make it water because I don't think mice can swim. We're not making it water because the floor is blue and I want to keep the floor blue. But I like the suggestion. Is this the right way around? Nope. Is it? Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, Mercy. I'm sure that was driving you nuts. I was saying I don't know why the cheese hasn't gone. I just forgotten it was there. Chat, chat. Purple, purple's not, purple's not popping like red was popping. I think I'm going back to red. Sense be damned. Let's go look at red again. Let's refresh ourselves because I feel like we've seen so many colors. Look at that though. I know I don't want to go in there. Arch is with me too. Arch is saying Team Red. Look, I know that this is. Whew, this is not good. Whereas purple's a great, purple's a great color. Oh yeah, I can't go back. Chat, I'm sorry, I'm going back to red. Kirby Mouse in Magma House. Yeah. Hey, we should have known. It works right off the bat. Okay, let's make the pipes. That will be a nice way to finish up for today. Because I definitely do have to wrap in the next 10 minutes. You can make fireballs at least. Yeah, when we get to the tougher challenges, we'll definitely do some fireballs. Let's get some simple objects. Cylinders. And cylinders always start off vertically, if I'm correct. Oh, that probably fell through the ground because I didn't disable movable. So we'll want to turn this around on its side, but I just want to check. Right, that's probably in the ground as well. So many ways you can get things wrong. Or you've even really started. There we go. We have cylinder. Now, let's rotate this round. And I'm planning on doing this in two parts. So we've got like a Mario style pipe, I think. So let's do rotation along the x-axis. 90 degrees. Check that. How many node on? We looked fairly recently. 157. So we'll bring the pipe down. Hi Leaf, see ya. Yeah. Max Yoshi, I really love that. A lot of people have suggested cheese, which, sorry, not suggested cheese. I have cheese fully on the brain. Mice traps, which I do want to implement for sure. By the way, a tip that I wanted to mention, I don't know whether other people know this, but I only realized this about 2 days ago. Obviously, selecting an object can sometimes be a bit fiddly when there's multiple overlapping. If you get close enough so that it changes from that transparency, like that opaque or pale color here, to the more solid color, you will be able to click it immediately. So like, let's find another example. You see the teleporter back here? I know I'll be able to click that in the first try now. This was like revelatory to me when I realized it, because what I would normally do is like zoom out here and click, 2 or 3 times, however many times I need it. But you see here, if there is overlap, it's behaving quite well actually at the moment, but maybe we want to get to the object. Yeah. Melted Teeth asks, has anybody drawn fan out of Mousey yet? Yes, so Kool-Aid Ack has, I hope I'm right in saying that it was Kool-Aid Ack, has drawn multiple like buff Mousey fan arts, and they're incredible. I meant to pull them up on stream. I may have to do it next time though, because we are coming up to time now. I want to get this pipe done though. Yeah, so look, I'm doing it now, but if I get close enough. Call It X says they have another one. Animation says this is oddly comforting to watch while animating. I think when there's somebody working alongside you, I mean, obviously I don't know where in the world you are, but we're quite separate in terms of our locale, I'd imagine. But just having somebody working alongside you can be quite nice, I think. Regardless, I'm glad you're enjoying it. IO says fan art of a little game that isn't even finished. When Arch added Mousey to Rat Race, which was a really lovely thing to do, I couldn't believe that Arch had not only finished, like, at that time, 2 levels of their awesome game, but had managed to even implement an Easter egg, and I hadn't done the first level. It really put a fire under my butt to get this done. Okay, so I expanded that, but I'm actually going to shrink it down, drag it down a bit, and then I think that will be in position, because then I'm going to put a bigger cylinder, a wider but shorter cylinder overlapping it to be the outlet of the pipe. That's great. I love the idea of these being accompaniments to people making their own creations. That's a really nice thing to hear. I need to go here. I need to make this really short. And I need to push it back about there, I'd guess. Whoops. Wrong thing. Heed my own advice and zoom in here. Indeed, content creators of all platforms unite. Oh yes, I need to widen it out. That was what I was doing wrong. And then shorten it more. What's going on here? One thing that I do still struggle with, and I do find I struggle a bit more on stream with it because I'm rushing to some degree, is working out exactly what I'm doing with the different elements in 3D. Like, I don't know what I just did there, but I didn't mean to do that. I need to figure out what's going on here. Okay, so I've got them backwards basically. So there's the small part and the wide part is too big, so oh boy. I'm looking from a top-down view, but the objects have been rotated. So this is referring to the diameter. So I need to go into the side view and shorten it and move it this way. Is that right? I really have to talk it through. Okay, yes. So both of them need to be wider now. But that's basically it. Yeah, I always have to talk myself through the process of working with the objects in 3D space because I always forget what I'm doing. when I'm rotating stuff around, and I think it's probably one of the weaker parts. Yeah, Archers working in 3D with two views is hard. Okay, so that's what I want. It's just now the positioning that I need to adjust. Bruh says Mousey is weirdly cute. Mousey is very happy to hear that. Okay. Come on, we gotta get this pipe done. Okay. Yeah, not bad. Just maybe like one notch back. There we go. I think that's cool. I mean, it kind of doesn't make sense that the water's flowing underneath. Maybe. Do we move it further back? We're still going to have a little bit of the lava flowing underneath. See you, Emma. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, this feels good proportionally. Maybe the wider one of the two could be narrowed down a bit. See you tomorrow, GM. When you have more likes than viewers, says New Gems. Yeah, the stream's been going on for a while. I think most people come and join when we're playing through the levels, but there's lots of cool cats that stick around to watch the building. Also, I've been streaming for a long time. Okay. All right, so let's finish up for today by by just coloring these black to begin with, and we'll get around to making custom textures for them. Oh, you know what? Let's go purple. Let's go purple. We didn't have purple lava or poison. So let's go. Where are you? There you go. Go purple. Have I been streaming for 4 hours? Is that correct? Wow, that time's just flown. Okay, that purple's a bit much, but maybe once we do the custom texture, we can tone it down a bit. I like purple. I feel like the default would be to go for green. Hey, Justin, we're in the process of making a top-down cheese collecting game, but I'm just making a pipe at the moment that the lava is coming out of. All right, chat, that's gonna do us for today. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoy these slightly longer streams. It gives us some more time to chill out and hang out together. I know Dylan's saying, no, don't worry. I will be back as usual tomorrow. We'll be playing through another heap of games submitted by you lovely folks. And then we'll be continuing with Mousey. I'm really focused to get Mousey's first level finished up soon, promptly. And I've also got that first tutorial video, which I'm going to work on a little bit later tonight. The animation says, but what if there's no tomorrow? Well, see you on the other side. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for hanging out. Let's do it again tomorrow. Say goodbye. Say goodbye to Mousey, just as you've always known him and loved him. Here he is. He's gonna see us all out. Bye, everyone. See See ya. All right. Bye bye.